Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Duke Dome. It is boys championship action for the York Holiday Tournament. We've got the hometown York Dukes taking on Hastings St. Cecilia. Good matchup expected here tonight. The Dukes ranked #1 in Class B, knocked off #2 Platteview last night in overtime. What a great game it was, 57-52. St. Cecilia had no troubles with Elkhorn in their first round matchup yesterday, and they got a huge game from Trevor Leach. 9 threes, 7 of them in the second half, 6 of them in the third quarter alone to pull away from Elkhorn in that ballgame. So St. Cecilia in the blue, York in the white, and we are underway for the boys championship of the York Holiday Tournament. Grant Farmer hands it off to Ashton Valentine. Now Leach to Farmer in the corner. The three no good, and the defensive rebound for Garrett Snodgrass. 14 total threes hit yesterday by St. Cecilia in that semifinal matchup with Elkhorn. Like we said, 9 from Leach as Snodgrass gets in the lane and Garrett puts a tough one up and in. 9 from Leach and another 5, from Grant Farmer. So if St. Cecilia wants to hang around in this game, might need a similar type performance from behind the arc. York's defense against Platteview last night, you could tell it early and often in that game. Clearly the best defense that Platteview had faced all year as Leach gets a nice drive high off the glass with the right hand, and he finishes, and we're squared up at 2 apiece. Snodgrass on the left side of the key. Skip pass over the top. Danielson unable to save it back in off of Jeb Lucas's hands, and out of bounds, the turnover for the Dukes. Valentine up top, guarded by Reed Hoffman. Man-to-man defense for York. Jeb Lucas, Reed Hoffman, Garrett Snodgrass, Brady Danielson, and Tyler Cast on the starting 5. There's Leach coming off his screen, and he picks up where he left off yesterday, knocking down a three-pointer. He's got all 5 points for the Blue Hawks, ranked #5 in Class C2, coming into the holiday break. Lucas has it on the right wing, tries to dump it down low, but it's stolen away. Blaine Boyd ends up with a loose ball. At the other end, that one was partially blocked by Snodgrass, but an offensive rebound. Second attempt, no good. Danielson pulls down the board. Cast for Hoffman in the corner. Now Lucas on the wing. Jeb into the lane, has it knocked free. Gets it to Tyler Cast down the lane, good, and a foul. Good ball movement there and a good cut by Cast without the ball to get himself free after Lucas got into the lane. Jeb finds Tyler and a chance at a three-point play to square things up. Foul was whistled against Trey Asher, his first, team's first. The free throw is good, and a couple of turnovers for York, but they're also 2 for 2 from the field. We're all tied up at 5 apiece. Blaine Boyd on the block, guarded by Snodgrass. Boyd goes with the left hand, got it, and a foul over Snodgrass, and a chance and a three-point play. Well, it's a different type of matchup than what Garrett Snodgrass faced last night, trying to guard Brady Hyman, the 6'10 senior from Platteview. Hyman had 27, but he took an awful lot of shots to get there, and a lot of really tough contested shots. Blaine Boyd is not Brady Hyman. We'll throw that out there now. But the thing that Blaine Boyd is very good about drawing contact at different points in the play. So that will be an interesting matchup. Snodgrass, a really physical player, but how much can he afford to be really super physical? Danielson goes baseline, leaves it back out for Snodgrass. Right back to Brady on the block. He turns, goes up with the left hand, missed it strong though, and the defensive rebound for Farmer. It was the first shot attempt for Danielson in the ball game. 8-5 St. Cecilia on top. 4.5 minutes to go first quarter. Leach, a three in the left corner. That bounces off, no good. The rebound, out of bounds off of Boyd, and it's York basketball. Bryce Danielson and Nick Westcamp each in for York. Also in for St. Cecilia comes Miles Furman. York 8-0 on their season. Snodgrass cuts down. Now Cast gets it down to Garrett along the baseline. Garrett goes to work on Boyd, spins it up, can't get the shot to go, and the rebound for Furman. St. Cecilia 5-1 on their season coming into today. To Boyd on the block. And before any move, a second foul whistled against Garrett Snodgrass. So things changing quickly here in the first quarter for York and Snodgrass as Garrett goes to the bench, replaced by Wyatt Cast. Also Trey Asher coming back in for St. Cecilia. Only loss for St. Cecilia on the season at Donovan Trumbull in overtime, 63-59. So have played a couple close games, have won those close games too. Cast gets a stuff. They're going to call it a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to York. That brings up the York fans to their feet. Really nice job there by Tyler Cast. I know it was a month ago, but how big were the Cast boys in that football championship game? They were just really good players. All these guys. Look at, we got Westcamp, we got Danielson, we got everybody out there playing football and basketball. That's what high school sports are supposed to be about. Brady Danielson, top of the key. That's Bryce Danielson now in the corner. Now for Westcamp. Goes to work on Furman. Nick gets into the post, turns around, left it short though. Furman the rebound. York 2 for 5 in the early going from the field. A couple of turnovers in there. Nice feed, and Blaine Boyd gets the layup after the great assist from Trey Asher. And St. Cecilia is doubling up York right now with 2:44 to go in the first quarter. Westcamp, tough shot, no good, but a foul called, and 2 free throws coming for the senior Nick Westcamp. Called the foul on Blaine Boyd. That's his first, the team's second. First of 2 for Westcamp, up and good. Reed Hoffman not to the bench just in time, so now he can come back to the bench. Westcamp knocks down both free throws. Hoffman in and Tyler Cast out. 10-7 our score. St. Cecilia on top and into a full court press are the Dukes. Furman in the corner for a 3. That's no good. The rebound tipped around. Boyd has got it. Blaine right back to the rim, puts it up and in. Boy, Blaine Boyd has been a stalwart here in the first quarter for St. Cecilia with 6 points. Five-point Blue Hawk lead. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bryce Danielson pops to the top, into the corner for Brady. Bryce again over on the right wing. Now Hoffman left side of the circles. to Brady Danielson. Squares up, makes his move. Double team comes. Asher rips it out of there. And then we're going to get a jump ball that's going to go to St. Cecilia. So a turnover for York, their third turnover of the first period. So far, no turnovers in the game for St. Cecilia. So really clean basketball from the Blue Hawks. Their lead is 5 at 12-7. Minute and a half to go in the first period. Leach across the timeline, quickly into the front court, gets it on the block for Boyd. Had it blocked once, got it back, put it in and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. Bryce Danielson whistled for the foul, his first, team's third, and a timeout for York. A 30-second timeout for Coach Scott Lamberty. 14-7, St. Cecilia on top, and a free throw coming after this.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Hastings St. Cecilia getting 8 first-quarter points so far from Blaine Boyd. He has been a force in the middle, and maybe even more importantly, if you're a St. Cecilia fan, than the 8 points, which are fantastic, and a chance to make it 9 with his free throw. He's drawn 2 fouls on York big man Garrett Snodgrass as well in the first quarter. Garrett has sat down for the last 3 or 4 minutes. So the three-point play is converted. It's 9 points for Boyd, and it's a 6-point St. Cecilia lead. Hoffman top of the key, a little zone look this time down from Hastings St. Cecilia. Westcamp a 3 from the left side. He got it in rhythm. He was clapping and wanting it, and Westcamp delivers. 5-point Blue Hawk lead. 1 minute to go, first quarter. Trevor Leach, guarded by Bryce Danielson, gets it to Grant Farmer. And Farmer's pass kicked by Westcamp. In front of the York student section, what is the attire for the night? Beachwear, perhaps? Leach on the right wing, working on Danielson. Bryce, good dig down there. Now Boyd has it, top of the key. York fans want her to travel there, didn't get the call. Leach, left side for 3, that's short, no good. And the defensive rebound for Wyatt Cast. And now Brady Danielson going to dribble down for one final shot of the first quarter. He will go to work on Grant Farmer. Steps back, left open for 3. Spins out, though, no good. Leach. No, they were not going to count that anyway, but a heck of an effort from there. At the end of 1, Hastings St. Cecilia leading York 15-10. We'll come back for the second quarter in the York Holiday Tournament after this.
Trucking industry gives you a lot of opportunity for careers because there's such a wide, vast list of possibilities and areas that you can go into. As technicians, these trucks are as advanced as cars are today, so we need technicians that can work on them and understand how to work a computer system and get them up and running so the customer can make money. These trucks are workhorses, but they're built for comfort and they're easy to drive. Freightliner builds these trucks for drivers' wants and customers' needs.
Pick up the action here in the second quarter as we get underway. Jeb Lucas with his dribble, and the York Dukes with the ball first. And there's a tip in, a steal. Trevor Leach picks the pocket, coast to coast for the lay-in. And Trevor Leach with 7 points in the ball game. And St. Cecilia beating York at their own speed and physicality game right now. Early on here in the second quarter with 2 fouls. Snodgrass is in there, but his pass back out to the corner is picked off. Leach, long skip pass into the corner. And a nice up and under for Ashton Valentine. His first basket of the game. And it is all St. Cecilia right now, leading by 9. They're more aggressive on defense. They're more aggressive on offense. And the Blue Hawks are reaping the benefits of that aggressiveness. Away from the ball, we've got a holding foul. They're going to get Miles Furman for this one, his first and the team's third. 3 fouls on York as well, 2 of them on Snodgrass. Brady Danielson comes in, Nick Westcamp out for the Dukes, trailing by 9. Danielson for a 3 in the corner. It's off the front, no good. Long rebound, Farmer tracks it down. Brady Danielson 0 for 3 from the field. So far in the ball game, no points scored just yet. That ball tipped out of bounds. Leach takes the inbound. His Blue Hawks by 9. Minute and a half gone by in the second quarter. St. Cecilia led it by 5 at 15-10 at the end of the first. On the wing, that's Farmer for 3, and he hits it over the top of Brady Danielson. Grant Farmer knocks down his first basket of the game, and it's 22-10. St. Cecilia taking it to York right now in the first half. Danielson down the lane, tough drive, his left-handed shot no good, and the defensive rebound pulled down by Ashton Valentine. Danielson still 0 for 4 from the field. Hop step into the lane, now swinging around. Leach will fire up the 3 from the right side. It's no good. Rebound tipped out as Furman got up there, tipped it back out to Farmer. Hard drive. Missed shot, though, by Joe Carey. And here come the Dukes the other way. Danielson up top. Gets it for Cast on the wing. Now Snodgrass. Now Lucas. Into the lane. Jeb goes with the left hand. Got it. And a foul. Chance at a 3-point play for Jeb Lucas. Miles Furman just picked up foul number 2. Team foul number 4. Hoffman comes out, and Simon Odie comes in for the game. First time we've seen Simon tonight. He made his season debut last night against Platteview. Trey Asher, Blaine Boyd also back out there for St. Cecilia. It's not big numbers, but Jeb Lucas just makes good plays when his team needs it, and they needed something there. The first 3 points of the second quarter as Boyd drives the lane and has it swatted out of bounds by Tyler Cast. On the wing, Asher from the high post. Now Valentine, now Boyd on the block. Snodgrass with 2 fouls already. Leaves it underneath and wide open. Nobody went with him. Was Grant Farmer. Breakdown on defense for York there, and their deficit now is 9, 24-13. Lucas in the corner spots a 3. That's no good. And a foul. No, out of bounds was Trey Asher when he pulled down the rebound. Danielson going to work with Snodgrass, gets up a three and finally hits something. That was pretty needed by Brady Danielson. And York, though, down 8 at 24-16. Just before the halfway point of the second quarter. Doesn't take long to realize the crispness of the passing, the strength in the screens and the cuts for St. Cecilia. Really fundamental basketball under head coach Kevin Asher. They have got a 30-second timeout, and I think we can as well here on Strive TV. Hastings St. Cecilia 24 and York 16 in the boys championship of the York Holiday Tournament. Blaine Boyd with 10 points in the first quarter. Trevor Leach with 7 now for the game, and another 5 in this quarter from Grant Farmer. As Boyd goes on another drive, got all the way to the rim and puts it in. He's got 12 points now. Blaine Boyd did not have this kind of game in their win against Elkhorn last night. Didn't need to because Trevor Leach and Grant Farmer were tossing in threes from everywhere, a combined 14 of them, including 9 from Leach. St. Cecilia just ready for every cut that York can make. Lucas tried to get it down low and to Odie, and it was tipped out by Asher. The Dukes will retain the possession. Now Chris White into the ball game for Hastings St. Cecilia. Also Ashton Valentine in as Asher and Furman go to the bench. Down low, getting open for a moment, but Boyd blocks the shot of Wyatt Cast. So Wyatt had a moment where he could have gone up with it quickly as White has the pass go through his hands and out of bounds. That is going to be the first St. Cecilia turnover. Cast maybe had a chance at the other end just to go straight up as soon as he caught the pass, but kind of hesitated a little bit as he squared up and had it knocked away. So St. Cecilia still by 10, under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Odie in the corner wants to bounce it down low to Jeb Lucas. Good ball movement around. The shot was blocked, but a foul called on Blaine Boyd. That'll be the second on Boyd, and it will send Wyatt Cast to the free throw line. York was 3 of 7 from the field in that first quarter, including just 2 of 5 on twos. St. Cecilia, meanwhile, was 5 of 7 on twos and 1 for 5 on threes. Reed Hoffman and Bryce Danielson into the ball game now for York. Grant Farmer, Trevor Leach both back in there as well for the Blue Hawks. Wyatt Cast makes 1 of 2, 26-17 along the sideline. It is St. Cecilia basketball. Long outlet pass up ahead, but it was knocked free. Cass got a hand on it. Here come the Dukes. Brady Danielson, hard drive, blocking foul. And he didn't go up with a shot, so a foul on the floor is 16 fouls on St. Cecilia. Trey Asher just picked up his second foul. And head coach Kevin Asher is still upset with the call. Brady Danielson on the inbounds. His shot rims out and a reach on Simon Odie. As the temperature in the Duke Dome goes up another couple degrees. York in the full court press after the foul by Odie, his first and the team's fourth. And that's an offensive foul. Farmer pushed off on Brady Danielson. Still just the second turnover for St. Cecilia. Nine-point Blue Hawk lead. Bryce Danielson picks up his dribble. Backdoor cut. Odie got it and a foul. And that brings the York bench to their feet. Great cut, great pass, great finish. And a chance at three for Simon Odie. Grant Farmer just picked up foul number 2, team foul number 8. Simon played his first game of the basketball season last night against Platteview. And his free throw bounces in as well. Missed the first, basically the first month of the season, nursing to the broken arm that he played basically the entire postseason of football with. Dislocated the elbow in the first game against Elkhorn South, broke the arm later in the season. That should have been a double dribble. Now we're going to get a timeout in the backcourt for St. Cecilia. Like we said, the temperature in the Duke Dome, it's going up a few degrees every couple minutes here. 26-20, York trying to mount a little mini comeback. A three by Danielson, the three-point play by Odie. Trying to get something going after St. Cecilia had led it 15-10 at the end of the first quarter, and they led it by 11 at one point in this quarter. But it's 5 straight for the Dukes to claw back into it. And now needing another stop on defense. And it looks like they will get it. Trevor Leach threw it over the head of Ashton Valentine against the York press. So chance maybe here to make it a one-possession game. If you're York, if you can get 3. Danielson away from the ball. We're going to get a foul for an illegal screen on Odie. 5th team foul against the Dukes. 5th turnover as well. Leach across half court, lobs it underneath. White kicks it out and around. Leach throws it right to Danielson, but Brady wasn't even ready for that steal and kicked it right back out of bounds. It stays with St. Cecilia. Leach to key it in. Picked off, though, by Odie. Up ahead, this is Cast. Stops, back to Odie. That shot no good. Hoffman grabs a rebound, though. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Reed Hoffman. Grant Farmer just picked up foul number 3. So those fouls mounting a little bit for Hastings St. Cecilia. Farmer probably coming out here, and Alex Thomas checking into the ball game. So Farmer does come out, Thomas in, and a 1-1 for Reed Hoffman. York was 3 for 3 in the first quarter at the free throw line. They are 4 of 5 so far in the second quarter. Now they're 4 of 6, and then up for the rebound was Cast, and he got undercut. And Tyler Cast will go to the free throw line for York, as now it's a double bonus as Alex Thomas picks up the foul. Into the ballgame, Jared Prevette, replacing Alex Thomas, who just checked in. And Cast 0 for 2 there. Minute 12 and counting here in the first half. York's pressure defense still with the ball in the backcourt now. Leach does just beat the 10-second count. Hoffman and Cast still out front on the defense, though. St. Cecilia's lead is 5, but the momentum belongs to York right now. 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. Leach backs up near half court, throws it along the sideline. Somehow just does stay in bounds. White to the right side. Back and forth they go. A deflection and a steal for Bryce Danielson. Up ahead to Brady. Danielson with the left hand. Can't finish, though. And the rebound for Ashton Valentine. Well, that would have been a big couple of points there if York could have held on for something. Instead, St. Cecilia will get the last crack at it, perhaps, here in this first half. Leading by 5 with 14 seconds to go. Trevor Leach, now 1-3-1 zone for York here. Playing catch with it, Leach with a bomb, and he swishes it home at the buzzer. Ice cold from Trevor Leach. He finishes the first half with 10 points, and that was a dagger in the heart of the Dukes. St. Cecilia goes to the halftime locker room reclaiming that momentum, and an 8-point lead, 29-21 at the end of the first half. We'll have some replays perhaps, Jason. Do we have those? No replays. We will have some halftime stats coming up for you from the York Holiday Tournament. This is the boys' championship game.
to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Daniel McIntosh. I work for Truck Center Companies Columbus, and I'm a technician. I've always been interested in being a mechanic and working on stuff. I actually learned about this job through a friend, and he said it was a great place to work, so I decided I would apply, and I love it. It's good pay and good benefits, and I like my hours that I work. I like my weekends and stuff that I get off, or my days off. And the other technicians in the shop were really good about answering any questions and helping out anytime I needed help. They also sent me through the TAP program in Omaha, and that was a lot of help as well. I learned a lot going through that program. I would highly recommend this job to some younger kids or some like high school students or even some other techs that have been doing it for a while.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
Trucking industry gives you a lot of opportunity for careers because there's such a wide, vast list of possibilities and areas that you can go into. As technicians, these trucks are as advanced as cars are today, so we need technicians that can work on them and understand how to work a computer system and get them up and running so the customer can make money. These trucks are workhorses, but they're built for comfort and they're easy to drive. Freightliner builds these trucks for drivers' wants and customers' needs.
Halftime of the boys' championship of the York Holiday Tournament. It is Hastings St. Cecilia 29 and York 21. St. Cecilia, the number 5 ranked team in Class C2. York, number 1 in Class B. But it was the Blue Hawks that really took advantage of aggressive play offensively and defensively in that first half. They built themselves at one point an 11-point lead. Things got a little dicey towards the end of the half. York clawed to within 21-26 with a little under a minute to go and had a possession or two that could have cut into that even more. But Trevor Leach knocks down an ice-cold three-pointer at the buzzer of the half, and St. Cecilia kind of reclaimed that momentum heading into the locker room. First half scoring for Hastings St. Cecilia, 12 huge points from Blaine Boyd. 10 of them came in the first quarter. He really set the tone for the Blue Hawks and not only was able to get some points because he was aggressive with the ball, he was more aggressive rebounding, he was more aggressive on defense. Everything kind of clicked together in that early in the first quarter and then early in the second quarter for Blaine. And not only did he get the points, he got some key rebounds, picked up 2 fouls on Garrett Snodgrass of York as well in there. So big first half for Blaine. We mentioned Trevor Leach. He finishes the first half with 10 points, 2 from Ashton Valentine, 5 from Grant Farmer. All total, St. Cecilia 12 of 20 from the field, including 3 of 8 from the three-point line. For York, they go 6 of 17 from the field was all. 3 points from Brady Danielson, 3 from Simon Odie, 3 from Jeb Lucas, 5 from Nick Westcamp, 3 from Tyler Cass, 2 from Garrett Snodgrass, 1 apiece from Reed Hoffman and Wyatt Cast. So obviously York, what they found was some aggressive defensive play started to change the tide a little bit, and they come out in a little trapping zone defense to get things started, but Boyd gets behind the defense and puts it up and in. Blaine Boyd with 14 points for Hastings St. Cecilia. He leads all scorers, and the lead is back to 10, essentially 5 in a row in a span of about, 25 game seconds. And then a jump ball is called. Boy, a fortunate call there for Garrett Snodgrass, as Miles Furman, who got the start in the second half, had that loose ball picked up. And Garrett kind of had his hand stuck in there and was fortunate that it was just a jump ball, and the possession stays with York instead of being what maybe it could have been, which was a reach-in foul. Now Snodgrass goes to work on offense with a left hand. He left it short, though, and Boyd with a defensive rebound. Blaine Boyd has been really good, like we said, offensively and defensively so far in this game for the Blue Hawks. Again, York extending out that zone defense. It kind of bit them on the last possession as Boyd snuck behind everyone for a basket. Valentine on the wing for Leach to the right for 3, and he got it again. Trevor Leach has 3 threes in the ball game, coming off 9 threes last night in the win over Elkhorn. Snodgrass, a move inside, kicks it out for Lucas. Jeb gets a screen, leaves it for Danielson and sets a screen. Brady back to Jeb, wide open for 3, and a big answer from Jeb Lucas. Quickly to the other end we go. Valentine will wait for the cavalry and wait for some help. Now York man-to-man on their defense. Still, though, down by 10. That 13-point lead for St. Cecilia that they had momentarily was their largest lead of the game. Boyd gets a tip pass under the hoop against the double team. He missed the shot, but he'll get a couple of free throws for the effort. Garrett Snodgrass just picked up foul number 5. Or foul number 3. Team foul number 1. Number 35 picked up foul number 3. There we go. And Boyd will shoot 2 shots. So Wyatt Cast comes in. He will have to play some big old minutes with Snodgrass on the bench. And an offensive rebound for Furman and a reach-in foul on Danielson. So another opportunity here for St. Cecilia. Furman, reach-in foul on Tyler Cast. That's 3 fouls in the last 30 seconds on the Dukes. Simon Odie going to check into the ball game for York. As Cast, who just picked up his first foul, goes to the bench. Boyd takes the inbounds, spins baseline, and stepped out of bounds. Each team had 5 first-half turnovers. York had more of them in the first quarter and started to force a few in the second quarter in the process of their little mini run to try to close back in this game. Still find themselves, though, down by 10 here. Tyler Cast to Lucas. Jeb tried to leave it underneath. It was deflected by Trevor Leach, and it will stay with York. Grant Farmer back into the ball game. He's out there with 3 fouls as he replaces Ashton Valentine. Hoffman on the wing. Back into the corner for Danielson. Brady puts the ball on the floor, kicks it out now for Hoffman. Reed comes all the way to the rim, but lost it on the way up. Leach at the top of the key for Farmer on the left side, guarded by Odie. Back to Leach with a long range one. That one will not go. And out of bounds to York. Leach now 3 of 7 from the three-point line. Nick Westcamp in to replace Reed Hoffman for York, and Ashton Valentine replaces Grant Farmer in the Blue Hawk lineup. Been stuck on this 10-point margin for a little over a minute, couple of possessions each way. 34-24 with under 5 minutes to go in the third. Tyler Cast, right side of the circles, over for Brady Danielson, pops up the 3 and he got it. Good screen down that time. Bryce Danielson and Simon Odie were both over there. Somebody got a good screen, didn't see who it was, but it popped Brady Danielson wide open for that shot. Boyd now going to work on the baseline. He goes up with the left hand and finishes. Blaine Boyd has only missed 1 shot from the field this whole game so far. He has been dynamite from the left side of the lane. Westcamp in, back out. Brady Danielson right side. We'll drive and kick. Bryce Danielson has it. Now Westcamp lines up the 3. That's off the front. Leach the rebound. So St. Cecilia leading by 9. Just past the halfway point, third quarter. Asher draws a blocking foul on Simon Odie. Simon's got 3 fouls, and York has 4 as a team. No fouls whistled against St. Cecilia so far in this second half. Leach gets a screen, pick and roll to Boyd, but it was knocked free by Cast, but Leach tracks it down to the corner. Now he's double-teamed. Throws it along the baseline for Furman, and before Furman can get the shot up, a reach-in foul on Odie. And that's 4 on Simon and 5 on York now. Hoffman will come in for Odie. Down the lane, Asher up. Missed it, though, with a left hand. And the defensive rebound for Hoffman. Well, that's the first shot taken by Trey Asher in the game. Bryce Danielson along the baseline. Tyler Cast gets it back to Brady Danielson. Brady pops up the three. That might have been redirected by Valentine, and we've got a foul on the rebound. That is the first of the half on St. Cecilia, but it's the fourth of the game against Grant Farmer. Hoffman gets it to Danielson. Brady turns around, got it deep in the lane, and puts it up and in. Danielson with 5 in the quarter, 8 for the game. York is within 7. Trevor Leach working hard against Bryce Danielson on the defense. Into the corner he goes for Furman. Now Boyd out in the corner. Leaves for Leach. Boyd back on the block. This is where he's been good. Nice up and under. Ooh, good defense though by Cass to keep him out of the immediate close range and wave off the shot. 3-second violation. Not on Boyd, but on the backside it was Miles Furman. Whistled for the 3-second violation. So a turnover forced by the York defense. Trey Asher back into the ball game along with Chris White for the Blue Hawks. 2:25 and counting, third quarter, 7-point St. Cecilia lead. Brady Danielson trying to go to work. Down the lane with the left hand. Strong though that time, and Boyd clears the rebound. Up ahead, there's a 3 in the corner, no good by Joe Carey. And here come the Dukes with a rebound. Westcamp into the front court. Hesitates, spins into traffic, draws the foul. And 2 free throws for Nick Westcamp. That was a really nice spin move there in transition to just go with it that time. And the foul on Miles Furman is his 3rd, team 2nd. There we got there. Yeah. Westcamp makes the second one much cleaner that time. 5-point game now. This is where York got it towards the end of the first half before Trevor Leach buried a 3 at the halftime buzzer. And a block for Danielson got it away from Asher. Shot fake and a dribble drive. Valentine now Carey for a 3. No. And a foul on the rebound is going to be on Wyatt Cast. The first on Wyatt, but the 6th on York. So for the rest of the game, St. Cecilia going to be in the bonus. And we're going to get 2 free throws there as Cast picks up another. First set of free throws for Ashton Valentine of the game. He had a basket back in the second quarter. Jeb Lucas will come in to replace Bryce Danielson. And neither one of them good there as Cast pulls down the rebound. Danielson right back to Lucas. Jeb, big time 3, and it's a 2-point contest. And the Duke Dome comes alive with 1:14 to play in the third quarter. And York has clawed their way back. Down 13 at one point in this period. Now down just 2. Boyd goes to work on the left block. Kicks it back up. That's Valentine. Gets a screen for Carey on the left wing. Now Trey Asher will set things up. The defensive cry across the way, but a reach-in foul on Brady Danielson will be the 8th team foul and a 1-and-1 opportunity for Trey Asher. First points of the game, first point, I should say, for Trey Asher. So a 3-point game. St. Cecilia hadn't scored for a few minutes, been stuck on 34 for a while. Underneath, nice feed. Westcamp gets the basket off the great assist from Brady Danielson. 1-point game. St. Cecilia with the basketball, under 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Asher guarded by Danielson. Brady with 2 fouls, both in this quarter. 5 count had to be close, but Asher avoids it. Now drives hard down the lane, has it blow. They call a foul on Tyler Cast. Actually, Wyatt, 21. And the Bluebirds out for the York faithful. Look pretty clean from my angle. But the gentleman in the striped shirts has a whistle for a reason. He gets to stop the play when he sees fit. And it will be 2 shots for Trey Asher. Jared Prevett into the ball game for St. Cecilia with 14 seconds to go in the third. Both ends there for Trey Asher. He is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Brady Danielson and the Dukes down 3. Closing seconds, third quarter. Hoffman stuck, gets it to Danielson. Brady over a double team. Can't get the shot, but he'll get 2 free throws with 3.7 left. Valentine whistled for his first. That's just the 3rd team foul on St. Cecilia in the half. Brady Danielson to shoot 2. Danielson with 9 points in the game. He's worked extremely hard for the shots he's put up tonight. Really nice job on defense by whoever's had him for St. Cecilia. It's been a couple of different guys. So the back end of 2 to make it a 1-point game. Tyler Cast comes in. Danielson comes out. Full court press is on for York. Leach will take it right back to Asher. Trey contested, it would count, but not good. It's off the back iron. End of 3, a 1-point contest, 39-38. We head to the fourth quarter after this on Strive TV. So the start of the fourth quarter, St. Cecilia led it briefly, but did lead by 13 at one point in that third quarter. York comes all the way back and down just one. As we start in the fourth quarter of play, Garrett Snodgrass back onto the floor and an offensive foul. Garrett just picked up foul number 4. Only played for about a minute and a half in the third quarter after he had 3 fouls in the first half. He had 2 fouls right away in the first quarter, I should say. And now has picked up his 4th foul. So Snodgrass plays, 19 seconds of the second half, or the fourth quarter, excuse me, and goes back to the bench. Noise is paramount in the Duke Dome. Leach, baseline, leaves it for Valentine. No. Rebound, Danielson. Away from the ball, going to get a push on Trey Asher. Trey just picked up foul number 3. Only foul number 4 on St. Cecilia. Lucas on the drive, wraps it around for Wyatt Cast. Pump fakes twice, couldn't get it. Kept alive by Lucas for a moment. Now a jump ball. And the possession stays with York. Jeb Lucas, though, keeping that thing alive. Danielson on the inbound, spots a 3 off the screen, left it short. Nobody boxed him out, right back to the hoop. Missed it again, though. Westcamp one more time, and he's fouled. So the 4th personal foul on Miles Furman, and the 5th on the Blue Hawks in the half. York was 4 for 4 from the free throw line in the third quarter. Made them 11 of 15 for the game. So now 11 of 16 for the game. But still a chance to tie it up for Westcamp. Oh, it takes a while, but a friendly bounce. And Nick Westcamp has 10 big points for York. We are square at 39 after the Dukes trailed by 13 in the third quarter. Leach comes off a couple of screens, has it poked free and stolen away. Lucas for the lead. Boyd, the defensive rebound. It's the first missed shot of any kind for Jeb Lucas in the game. He's got 9 points. Asher with his dribble, guarded by Westcamp. Back to Trevor Leach. To the post for Boyd. Blaine splits a double team, can't get it though. And the rebound for Wyatt Cast. Danielson across the timeline, guarded by Ashton Valentine. Tie game. Brady on the drive. Can't get the shot, but he'll shoot 2 free throws. Second on Ashton Valentine, the 6th on St. Cecilia, so York will be in the bonus for the rest of the game. Brady Danielson with a very hard-earned 11 points right now and gives York their first lead of the game. 41-39, 5:40 to play, fourth quarter. Asher guarded by Danielson. Farmer to Asher. Trey drives, leaves it up top for Grant Farmer. He drives, avoids the contact but missed the shot. Danielson was going to try to take a charge. Nice cut down the lane. Now what do we got? Blocking foul on the floor. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Wyatt Cast. Trey Asher just picked up foul number 4. Miles Furman going to check in. Now Miles also going to be out there with 4 fouls as Asher comes to the bench. Front end of the 1-and-1, good for Wyatt. He's 2 for 3 at the foul line to account for both of his points. York's lead is 3, looking for 4 on the back end. Might go without saying, but York has their largest lead of the game at 4 points here with 5:06 to play in the fourth. Grant Farmer will bring it up for St. Cecilia. Valentine for Boyd on the left block. Double team comes, kicks it out. Farmer, his dribble drive, now leaves it for Boyd, and Blaine leans it in. 18 points for Blaine Boyd. Really good execution for St. Cecilia in the half court there. Good spacing, good timing, great pass from Grant Farmer. York still by 2, 4.5 minutes to go. Hoffman in the corner. Brady Danielson got a quick breather. He's at the score bench to check back in. Timeout, York. They will inbound from underneath their own hoop after a 30-second timeout. Dukes by 2 with 4:21 to go in the fourth quarter.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
York by 2, 43-41. And it inbounds for Reed Hoffman. Along the baseline, Brady Danielson gets a tough one up and in. 14 for Brady. Farmer leaves it outside for Valentine. Ashton, hard drive, left-handed, no good. Rebound. St. Cecilia gets another crack at it. Timeout, Blue Hawks. Full timeout taken by St. Cecilia. We will as well. It's York by 4 in the fourth quarter. Back to it, 3:40 to go, fourth quarter. York by 4, St. Cecilia with the basketball. The York Holiday Tournament Boys Championship game. St. Cecilia has led throughout. Blaine Boyd has been a huge part of that, but he had it blocked there by Cast. It's Wyatt coming up with a big block. St. Cecilia led by as many as 13 early on in the third quarter. York chipped away, and now they have themselves a 4-point lead. Backdoor cut for Brady Danielson, and he got it in there. Great feed from Tyler Cast. 6-point Duke lead. Valentine cannot answer. Danielson left side. Now up top for Cast. Wyatt and Tyler. Nice feed. Danielson fouled on the shot. Boy, he had been quiet. Had just 3 points in the first half, did Brady Danielson, but he has come alive. 6 points in the quarter so far, and 16 points for the game. So that's 13 in the second half for Brady Danielson. Ashton Valentine just picked up his third personal foul, 8th team foul. On the shot, it's 2 free throws, and the first is good. Garrett Snodgrass, who has played very limited minutes, got 2 fouls right away in the first quarter, sat for the rest of the period. Picked up his third foul right away in the third quarter, sat for the rest of the quarter. Didn't play at all in the second quarter. Picked up his fourth foul right away in the fourth quarter after 19 seconds, and now he's just now back in. And yet, despite that, Danielson has led the charge for an 8-point York lead. Asher hands it off to Trevor Leach. Trevor been quiet in the second half after he hit a 3. Blaine Boyd will spot up a 3 that's no good. And Danielson with a defensive rebound. Kind of an unexpected shot from St. Cecilia, perhaps. Danielson goes to work, now passes off to Snodgrass. Under 2 minutes to go and an 8-point York lead. Bryce Danielson hands it up to Tyler Cast. Brady Danielson. Little flex offense type for the Dukes. Trying to get it down low, maybe a forced pass there. And the 7th turnover of the game for York. Keep in mind they had 5 in the first half. And a 3, and a big one it is for Grant Farmer. Timeout, St. Cecilia. Full timeout. The Blue Hawks will have 1 remaining. 49-44, minute 22 to go in this one. In case you're just joining us, Hastings St. Cecilia far and away the more aggressive team on both ends of the floor throughout the first half. Built themselves a 10-point lead at one point in the second quarter, only to see York kind of chip away a little bit, get it down to 5 before Trevor Leach hit a 3 at the buzzer to send St. Cecilia into the locker room up by 8, 29-21. The Blue Hawks would extend that lead to as much as 13 early on in the third quarter before York would come storming back late in that period. Actually, I shouldn't say storming. Again, just kind of chipping away. Never felt anyway like a big run as far as points. There weren't, exciting plays made. It was just stop on defense, good possession on offense. Stop on defense, good possession on offense. A lot of those possessions ended with Brady Danielson. Nick Westcamp had a nice third quarter as well. Nick's got 10 points in the game. And Jeb Lucas had a couple of 3s in that third quarter as well. York finds themselves down 1 going to the fourth quarter. They have led here by as many as 8 until that 3-pointer by Grant Farmer. Makes it a 5-point game with a minute 20 and counting now. And I think we're going to get a timeout for York here as Danielson was stuck in the corner. So a full timeout taken by the Dukes, and we could step aside as well with a minute 18 to go in the ball game, and York by 5.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Team. 5-point Duke lead, minute 18 to go. Fourth quarter, a game they have trailed by as many as 13 and led by as many as 8. It is a 5-point margin right now. St. Cecilia with 1 timeout. York does have 2. Should there be a jump ball, it would favor St. Cecilia. York is in the 1-and-1 bonus and a double bonus. Should there be a foul on the Dukes? Danielson tangled up near half court. Finally, a jump ball is the call, and St. Cecilia is going to force the turnover. Odie and Bryce Danielson and Tyler Cast all come in for York. Miles Furman, along with Trey Asher and Blaine Boyd and Trevor Leach, all out there for St. Cecilia. Boyd at the high post, picks up his dribble, gets it outside for Leach. Back to Boyd, down by 5. Farmer for 3, no. Furman an offensive rebound. His putback is too strong. Got it again, bodies on the floor, and Furman answers. Now a 3-point game with 34 seconds to go. Bryce Danielson throws it back up top for Brady. How long does St. Cecilia wait before fouling? Not long at all. Trevor Leach with the reach in. 1-and-1 for Brady Danielson. Brady's been very good at the free throw line tonight. In fact, all of the Dukes have. Eight for 9 as a team in the fourth quarter so far. And still 8 for 10 now. Rebound in the corner. Blaine Boyd goes and tracks it down. So a 4-point game with 20 seconds to go. Leach hands it off. Asher will go hard to the hoop. Leaves it for Farmer on the backside for 3, and it's good. And now a timeout for St. Cecilia. Well, they didn't take it right away. York ran a couple extra seconds there. So 7.7 is on the clock right now. Well, this has been fun. You know, last night in the headliner game, when the bracket came out, everybody circled York and Platteview, 1 versus 2 in Class B in the first round. And it was a great game, a 5-point win for York in overtime. And here we are in the championship against St. Cecilia with a 1-point game with 7 seconds to go. York should be able to run the baseline here with Garrett Snodgrass. So Garrett to throw it in. And he does to Westcamp. And Nick is fouled. 2 shots for Westcamp with 6.5. That's the 4th on Valentine. Westcamp will have a free throw for no worse than overtime. Odie and Tyler Cast into the game. Bryce Danielson, Reed Hoffman come out. Except Bryce ready to go check back in when he can. York communicating who's got whom. Westcamp has the back end of the 2 free throws. Nothing but net. Ice water in the veins of Nick Westcamp. He comes out, Bryce Danielson in. A lot of communication and obviously no fouls if you're York. 6.5 for St. Cecilia to go length of the floor. They are out of timeouts, are the Blue Hawks. Asher, not, now he picks it up across the timeline. Stops, gets it to Boyd, shot fake, out. This is Asher for the tie, no! York survives in their own holiday tournament. 52-49, what a classic here. That was pretty good execution, a number of passes there for St. Cecilia, and a good look from Trey Asher, but it would not fall. And York wins their own holiday tournament 52-49. Quality wins for the Dukes over the holiday break over Platteview and Hastings St. Cecilia. Nothing to hang your heads about if you're the Blue Hawks, though. That's a fine, fine group that Coach Kevin Asher has got. And you can bet that they will be a force to be reckoned with throughout the rest of the season there for the Class C2, especially as they get into the postseason. So congratulations again to York, 52-49. A quick break, and we'll wrap up the scoring recap coming up right after this. Final count in the boys championship game of the York Holiday Tournament, 52-49. York survives a missed 3 at the buzzer by Trey Asher. It was a good look. It was well executed, but did not fall for the Blue Hawks. And York, who had trailed by 13 at one point in the third quarter, comes all the way back. They led it by as many as 8 in the fourth quarter. St. Cecilia does not go away. That's a fine Blue Hawk team that Coach Asher has got. And York does survive 52-49. Final scoring tonight for St. Cecilia. They were led by Blaine Boyd, who was just fantastic on the evening. 18 points, but was just 1 or 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 13 points from Trevor Leach. He did not make a point in the fourth quarter and only took 1 shot in the fourth quarter, did Trevor Leach. 11 points from Grant Farmer, including 3 threes. 2 points from Ashton Valentine, 3 from Trey Asher, and 2 from Miles Furman. All total, St. Cecilia goes 19 of 39 from the field and 5 of 10, though, from the free throw line. And it's those free throws that when we talk about the York side, well, York goes 13 of 32, 5 of 11 from threes, but they were 21 of 27 on free throws. They were led by Brady Danielson with 19 tough, hard-earned points. Hats off to the St. Cecilia defense. Played Brady very tough tonight. 12 big points from Nick Westcamp, 9 huge points, all on threes or a three-point play from Jeb Lucas. Also 3 apiece from Wyatt Cast and Simon Odie. 3 from Tyler Cast. Garrett Snodgrass beset by foul troubles. Didn't play much in the game. Finished with 2 points. And Reed Hoffman had a free throw